name is Marika Bressler. I'm a junior. I'm a public relations major, political science minor, and I am vice president of Ohio University College Democrats.
I'm a junior and I'm an anthropology major, political science minor, and I'm in Habitat, and I've done a lot of other missions work through my church, and I go to the anthropology club sometimes.
I am a junior, studying restaurant, hotel, and tourism, and I'm getting a business minor. I am in Student Senate, the Sports Business Association, SAC, the Restaurant, Hotel, Tourism Association.
I love that we have so many political organizations. I think that it's easy to see differences in between us because we have different ideologies and different sets of beliefs, but it's really exciting to see that there are enough organizations to show that there are that many students who are interested in politics. People don't think that our generation is aware of any of that.
I think it's good that we have political organizations for the sake of people learning about politics in general. If they're not poli-sci minor or major, they might not have any other way of really learning about it besides reading the news. The problem I have with it is that it starts in a very young age. I mean, college age, starting with just one point of view. If you're just in a Democratic Party or just a Republican Party, you start to look at just those sides of issues and tend to vote for just that specific party at the cost of acknowledging that the other party might be right, or there might be a better candidate that's not the political party that you normally represent.
I think that the orgs are good because they're primary source of education on campus, and I think that's what they should be there for. For elections, like this is what the Democratic Party is doing, this is what the Republican Party is doing. But I don't like when they're like really pushy, like vote for all the Democrats, vote for all the Republicans. It should be based on who will do the best job.
Some people are very strict about, oh, I just believe this, it's completely along party lines.
Right.
And so that's exactly what I'm going to believe because I'm a Democrat, so I believe everything the Democratic Party says.
Right.
Not all of us are sheep that just follow what they tell us. Some things that they endorse, we won't necessarily endorse. That happened with issue 1 this fall. The Democratic Party said to vote no, and we decided that we didn't want to take a stance on it.
In national politics, there's bickering back and forth constantly, so I'm sure there has been on campus.
We had a political fair earlier this fall where the Republicans, the Socialists, and the Libertarians, as well as the Dems, we were all there. When I see people that I know are from other organizations, we always like say hi and everything. We're actually doing an event with the Republicans this week. We've also worked some with the Socialists for the We Are Ohio campaign this fall, just because issue 2 is not partisan.
I don't go to the Senate General Body meetings because I hold a different position, but I know the Senate Bill 5 issue 2 was actually brought to Senate, and that was a really big issue because a lot of people didn't think that it was our right, that we're representing students, and I think Student Senate did a very good job at staying away from the political parties. I've seen the Democratic Party more through the Senate Bill 5 issue, but I believe both parties are it's very important to both of them.
I think there shouldn't be specific Democratic and Republican Party groups on campus. There should be political parties, something like, an organization that deals with just political issues or raises awareness for the campus about political issues, but doesn't set people's views in one specific way before they even have a chance to learn about how to handle voting for someone only a few years after we've gotten the right to vote.
It's a really good network for the future. I know so many community members from Athens, local business owners, as well as like elected officials and things like that from all over the state. Regardless of if you are on exec board or if you have an intern position, you have to lead at some point. And so it's really good leadership experience even if you're a fall quarter freshman. It's also a really good way to leave your mark on Athens in a positive way. I think that's really important. I think a lot of Athens community members sort of have this stigma of college kids, and I like being the person to break their idea of what a college kid is. I wasn't old enough to vote for the presidential election in '08, and I was just like, this is super important. I want to be able to make a difference, so I'm going to convince somebody to vote the way that I would have. I want to be able to change things, and I feel like campaigning and politics are a good way to do it. Working within the system can be frustrating, but it's what we've got.
After I became a freshman in college, I started watching what was going on a little bit more and became really interested in it. I think it's really important, especially for college kids, to understand what's going on politically because it affects us a lot more than we realize sometimes.
They're very important to educate, but I feel like it crosses a very fine line between helping and like self-promotion, and I think if everyone is for education and helping, then politics is good, and if it's for the other reason, then I don't really care about them.
You should do a sexy pose. Trying to look everywhere but the camera.
We have views on something.
Is the camera rolling?
Yes.
Oh. Wait, what's your teacher's name?
That's what teachers
Hans.
Hey, Hans.
Hans.
Hans. Hans, is that like a muscular name or something?
Hans.
Hans.
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
Lindsay Boyle is an awesome
A plus.
student, so she deserves an A plus on this assignment.
A plus.
Okay.
Give her an A. Give her an A. I'll give her a plus. A plus. A.
Yeah, that's right.
But one thing, you get a D minus for having this wonderful presentation during finals week. Supposed to be during week 10 so we can go home and eat food.
Thanksgiving.